Hello, everybody. Hi, Nazli. Good evening. Hello, everybody on the Wisdom app and other channels. I can't see your names yet, but welcome. Yeah, I was missing over the weekend because I was busy with the family and other things. And we had a cricket match that we had to watch last night. And so it's kind of put us off for a couple of days. I was talking the other day about people not really enjoying life here and now, and lots of times we are caught up in the psychodrama, and as we mature later on, we will see how we wasted a lot of time. There were a couple of sisters. That story, I think, illustrates this. These sisters grew together, and then later on, they had some fall off. They were having some differences in whatever field they had, and they stopped talking to each other. And that was around when they were 30s or 40s. And then they live up to 70 or something like that. And all these years, they kind of venting or complaining about other person, and really not forgetting them completely or making amends, right? And this is very natural. We will see them lots of times with a lot of people in my own family and everybody else, right? Uh, then around the 70 years, one of the sisters got really sick, and she was given the news that she will not live long by the doctor, right? So she had a bad prognosis. And this, her sister came to know, and she comes finally to visit her, the dying sister. And they both meet, and the sister who came to see her asked her, it is just that you are dying, that's why I came to see you. But if you're not dying, everything goes to the wrong. So the psychological drama still goes on, towards what end? What is that we are gaining and all that, So it's a question of putting ourselves, not giving any response or answer to anybody, but ourselves. How much are we living in the present? That means we're burying all the differences, all the angers, all the hatreds, and all that, and really forgive them in the true spirit, and then living. Also, with our own self too. If you go on remembering the negativity that is going on in your life, which is it may affect the other person or not, most likely not, but it does affect your interior, your own body, your own mind. They get toxic, right? We all know that, but still, the angers, the reactions, especially when you're young, they kind of uh, grew, and then the more you think like that, the more your mind will be. That's the thing. What you want to understand is you can reverse that. Reshaping that is what the inner sciences are talking about. The more you are positive, you can build up a positive. The more you are inclusive, you can build up an inclusive atmosphere, which is basically very good. So, on a daily basis, how much are we really enjoying the life and enjoying the people and trying to get the situation such a way that we can reach out to the people without expecting anything in return. And then really, if suppose my brothers and sisters who are long living in the India, if they come and see me, I would not bring all the past things that happened, whatever that happened. There's no meaning for me, okay? Because I live in the present, right? That's what it means, letting go our hang-ups psychologically and enjoying the moment here and now, right? So some people may say how to do that, but it's a question of understanding the thoughts are happening in your awareness, and then you bring out the awareness. That means you are aware of what is here and now, and then living like that really helps you to uh, uh, be here and now. And then always ask, am I talking about something that happened last time, or something that's going to happen, or am I talking something that is here and now, that is really present? I think that kind of attitude helps us to save a lot of energy, a lot of quarrels, a lot of grudges, all those things. I'm not preaching, but I'm just asking. Personally, I live in the present. I have been talking about it all the time. So that kind of helps us to get over some of the problems too, because something mm, news comes like I had to wait over the weekend to really know what's happening with the hospital administration on the Monday. I can brood on it. I can create lots of things in my mind, or I can do whatever I can do for that, or just to not think about it till that becomes reality, right? So lots of times I found that kind of waiting and then thinking found a lot of energy going out. But when we are making ourselves, okay, it's not it here. When it comes the day after tomorrow, I will do it. Then I can enjoy my weekend at least. So that kind of thing that happened to me several times. But this attitude, um, when I went with it in front, I would do it. More than that, more practically is, why do I waste my weekend? I will just spend my time to do whatever productive things I do, or enjoy myself and enjoy the family and all that, and then prepare for the event if I had to, but then put it out of my mind and otherwise, and then wait for it to come. Lots of it happened. Eckhart Tolle, that great gentleman, Eckhart Tolle, whom I like very much, he wrote the book called Now, N-O-W, Now, right? In that book, he talks specifically this, just check if you are in the now or not all the time. I agree with him totally, okay? And then that is really life. Otherwise, you are in your head, in your mind, in your past and the future. All that is being in the head, being in the thought. So understanding thought is our faculty, thought is one of our instruments, and then don't let it dominate you, but rather you kind of use it consciously. That is what I'm talking about. Then you won't be in the psychodrama that your own mind creating, but you are in the reality is what it is in front of you. Okay, this is what I was pointing out to a lot of people, and it becomes a very tough thing because it looks like the thoughts are happening by themselves automatically, and they're taking you all over the place, either into the past or into the future. And it's very difficult to identify that. But most of the time, people are relate like that too. But then that's why you have to understand: are these thoughts are happening on their own, or I'm bringing out from my memory, from what is happening in my life? Um, is the thought is something that I can control, not in the sense of forcibly, but understanding the mechanism of thought, and then so in true meditations, what happens is all these buried thoughts and tendencies and all those things that you are programmed to over the time without you knowing, they come up, and then what you need to do is you just need to understand to observe them, train yourself to observe them, and then let it go. Then the tendencies will go away. The next time you will not have those tendency laden thoughts come up. Okay, by not being aware of that, you're going to feed it and make it a real thing which will come back again and again. Okay, this is something that people go through, you know? So first of all, understand you don't have to think all the time. Then when you think, can you observe it before you blurt it out? Can you take hold of it? Once you get the development, then you will be stopping whenever you have to do something, you have to react and all that. You will stop a little bit, observe it, and then change it. And then, as you are focusing on whatever you are doing, you are not thinking away from the whatever activity that you are doing. Then you think less, but focused, and also you will drop the thinking because you're going to focus on the next activity. So that's what I kind of work on in my wellness club in the morning. I want people to come prepared and willing to spend that 1 hour in the present of what is happening in their bodies, in their thoughts, in their emotions, in that hour. And we don't chit chat, we don't discuss news and all that, but we'll kind of breathe deep and focus on what is happening within our bodies and minds. And then we kind of establish ourselves in the present or in the awareness, right? There's an exercise of being aware of what we are doing, what is happening, and all that. That really helps you in the morning. If you do that, more chances for you to keep like that through the day while you're working, while you're doing whatever, right? Try that. That's a very valuable thing that I found to be in the present, especially with the patient care. I don't want to bring in all the things that happen before the patient. He doesn't need that, right? So I have to focus and listen to what is going on with him and then help him. And the next patient also the same thing, right? And dropping things like that that don't need and also focusing on what we need improve the quality of work. And what I found was a lot of junk that we accumulate in the mind are dropped. As they are allowed to come, they are dropped. So I kind of at the end of several hours of work, I don't have the brain fog because of the tracer. So understand being in the present, dropping off things as they're happening, and then not carrying it forward, and then always focusing on the things that you're doing in the moment really help you not to have a loaded mind or an overloaded mind or a brain fog. And then the side effect that is you sleep very sound at night time. So it's all a lot of benefits because when you sleep soundly, that means what? You are restoring the body and the mind and getting rid of all sorts of toxins that we have. So body restores itself, mind restores itself if you allow a deep sleep, not induced by medications or not uh, really suppressing it with the stimulants, coffee, and all that. Be natural, be attentive, and try to sleep when your mind and body are tired in the evening, and then let them recover, let them recuperate themselves, with the deep sleep. So that's a very, very practical thing, really. I can proudly say I don't use any sleeping pills, no matter how many challenges I have outwardly. I will not use anything and I go to sleep very easily because of this routine that I have from morning till evening of living in the present and being attentive to whatever I am doing and not allowing things to accumulate in my mind. Hopefully, I hope it makes sense for you guys. If you have any questions, you can come up and ask me that, or you can send me a message too. Um, but I have seen this psychodrama play in the family dynamics and uh, meetings and political policies in the hospital, boardroom, so many ways, right? And also, people mind kind of ages because we retain a lot that we don't need, right? So amyloid, it's a substance that accumulates. So more people become demented, and that substance accumulates, and then you don't have any mechanism to wash that off except by really resting and not allowing the unnecessary things accumulate. I know we are information age, we have intellect predominant culture era and all that. But intellect is not bad, but how you use could be harmful to you. That's all. Okay, and also intellect is only one function of the mind. So if you give a dominance to that, then your other faculties of intuition, um, sense of your real self, all those things go down, which is not good for you. Okay, so question yourself: am I in the psychodrama most of the time, or am I in the reality as it is happening in front of me? Am I going on thinking about things, or am I perceiving things that are in front of me? Am I paying attention to things that are in front of me? All these are very, very valuable to improve our quality of attention and quality of our sleep and quality of our communication and relationships. Okay, how that makes sense to you? Any questions, Nazli or Tomoko? If you guys want to come up, then you can come up. I will send an invitation just in case they want to come up and ask anything. Okay. So this is a topic. It's not like a lecture or anything. It's just a pointing out some lifestyle, right? Living in the present moment or present moment awareness. Let us put it that way. Remember that term, present moment awareness. If you are in that awareness, not in thought, if you are in the moment, then you are in real life and with quality. So once you are like that, you will see the uh, effect of that in your own life. Okay, experiment with it, and if you want to talk to me, I'm available. So I'll be leaving now because since nobody has any further discussion they want to make, I don't want to be a monologue here. Usually I end up doing that, but it's okay. But it will be much more productive if I can talk to people too. All right, I will be seeing you again next day tomorrow with another topic this time. Actually, I'm working on something interesting for you guys, which I developed this program of stretch and relax with the deep breathing and get all the benefits. This is developed for people who cannot really exercise or who have done recent surgery or injury or stroke or anything like that, that they are not able to do the regular exercise and get better and all that. And those people will be immensely benefited by whoever is not liking exercise, not able to do exercise, can do this and enhance their recovery much faster and also gain a lot of strength and also stability of the mind. Okay. That is the yogic stretch with deep breathing relaxation. That's what I developed a course. I developed a video and all that. I'm going to do a flexibility challenge where people will be invited to come and participate on the Zoom with me, so that I can really challenge them how flexible they are, discover, and then improve the flexibility with this exercise routine. Okay. All right. I'll see you next day tomorrow. Bye bye.